Oiga, ¿puedo tener la hora?
Wrong answer, Nigel.
Oiga, ¿me podría dar la hora? Are you traveling to a Spanish-speaking country and fear that you won't be able to order a simple glass of water in a restaurant? Don't worry, we've got you covered. Hola amigos, my name is Mariana. Welcome back to our channel. In today's video, I will be sharing some useful phrases that you can use to ask for things in Spanish, as well as explaining why puedo tener, it's not an actual phrase in Spanish. So, are you ready? Let's get started. Asking for things in Spanish is crucial, whether you're traveling, trying to buy something, socializing, or trying to communicate with native speakers. And there's a common pitfall that many people fall into, the improper use of puedo tener in Spanish. So, how do we do it right? Let me show you. Usually, in English, when we ask for things, we ask, can I have? Which basically translates to puedo tener in Spanish. And well, this phrase might sound correct, and it's basically correct, it's not common amongst native Spanish speakers. So basically, if you go to a Spanish-speaking country and you ask puedo tener, truth be told, people will notice that you are not a native speaker or even think that you don't know Spanish at all. So, let me share some demonstrations and some examples that can be useful if you want to learn to ask for things in Spanish. 1. ¿Me podría dar? Could you give me? ¿Me podría dar su nombre, por favor? Could you give me your name, please? This is a polite way of asking for things in Spanish. Remember that Spanish speakers usually value politeness a lot. So, this is a great way of asking for things without sounding rude or even kind of disrespectful. Let me give you another example. ¿Me podría dar un vaso de agua de horchata, por favor? Could you give me a rice drink water, please? 2. ¿Podría traerme? Could you bring me? ¿Podría traerme un vaso de agua, por favor? Could you bring me a glass of water, please? This phrase, for example, is really useful when you're at a restaurant trying to order something. It is also really important to note that in Spanish, we have two forms for the pronoun you, which are tú and usted. Tú is the informal and usted, it's the formal. So in these past two examples, we're using the conjugation that corresponds to the formal you in Spanish, which is usted. And the conjugation is podría. So if you want to sound less formal or more casual, you could use the informal conjugation, which corresponds to the pronoun tú, and the verb would be podrías. So you can use it like this: ¿Podrías traerme un vaso de agua? So that's the informal or the more casual way of asking for a glass of water. 3. ¿Puedo pedir? Can I order? ¿Puedo pedir una ensalada, por favor? Can I order a salad, please? In this example, you can add the particles te or le if you want to sound more native. So you can ask the same question, but adding the particles like this. ¿Te puedo pedir una ensalada, por favor? So this particle te corresponds to the informal you in Spanish, which is tú. And if you want to sound more polite or more formal, but native, you can add the particle le at the beginning of that sentence. So your sentence would be something like this. ¿Le puedo pedir una ensalada, por favor? So in here, we're adding the particle le, which corresponds to the formal you in Spanish, which is usted. 4. Quisiera. I would like. Quisiera un café, por favor. I would like a coffee, please. 5. ¿Me permite? May I? ¿Me permite usar su teléfono, por favor? May I use your phone, please? Formal. ¿Me permites usar tu teléfono, por favor? May I use your phone? And formal. 6. ¿Puedo? Can I? ¿Puedo pasar a su baño? Can I use your bathroom? Formal. ¿Puedo pasar a tu baño? Can I use your bathroom? Informal. 7. Me gustaría. I would like. Me gustaría una hamburguesa, por favor. I would like a hamburger, please. 8. Voy a querer. I'm going to want. Voy a querer un helado de chocolate, por favor. I'm going to want a chocolate ice cream, please. One of the things that I love the most about languages is that each one of them has its own nuances and expressions. For example, in Spanish, when we want to mention our name to another person, we use the expression me llamo. So in a sentence, it would be something like this: Me llamo Mariana. And while this sounds totally normal to us native speakers, the translation would be something like, I call myself Mariana. And that sounds kind of weird, doesn't it? Another expression that I love is lo siento. I really like this expression because basically in this expression, you're saying that you're feeling what the other person is feeling. So basically you're feeling someone else's pain or the situation itself. This is a usual apology, and the meaning, in my opinion, is much deeper than other forms of apologizing. I have always thought as well that languages kind of have like a personality of their own. And Spanish, for example, I think that it actually reflects the way in which us Latin people are. We are kind of passionate about everything, even if we don't like to accept it sometimes, but we are kind of passionate, and the language reflects that. In Spanish, for example, when we want to mention our age, we say, tengo 33 años. This is a different construction from the one that you guys use in English, because in English you say, I am 33 years old. But the translation would be something like, I have 33 years. So basically, if you reflect on that for a tiny bit, you'll realize that us Latin people or native Spanish speakers own our age and the experiences that come with them. So if you want to learn more about Spanish expressions, you can hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. So here at Spanish55, we have an amazing team of teachers who are certified to teach you all of the things that you need to know about the Spanish language, because also they're native Spanish speakers. So you're going to be with professionals and also with native speakers. So you're going to get the real deal, not like boring grammar classes, but actually classes that are going to help you become fluent. And if that wasn't enough, you can take your lessons anywhere and anytime. So we adapt to your schedule, and you can take your lessons at the comfort of your own home, or if you're lucky enough, while you're drinking something in Hawaii, for example. Can you think of any particular expressions in English that can't be translated to Spanish? Let us know in the comment section below. Quiz time! I'll say some sentences in English and you have to translate them to Spanish. Let us know about your results in the comment section. 1. I'd like to have a double espresso, please. 2. Can I have a large Coke, please? 3. I would like a bagel, please. 4. Can you get me an apple, please? 5. Can I use your bathroom? Now let's check the answers. 1. Quisiera un espresso doble, por favor. 2. ¿Me puede dar una coca grande, por favor? 3. Me gustaría pedir un bagel, por favor. 4. ¿Me puede traer una manzana, por favor? 5. ¿Puedo usar su baño? So let us know in the comment section below if you got them right. I really hope that this video was useful to you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, to like this video, and, well, let us know in the comment section if you want to know more about Spanish expressions and what kind of topics would you like to know more about. So let's have a quick recap about the things that we talked about today. So remember that you can't say puedo tener in Spanish because it's not a natural construction. If you want to ask for things in Spanish, you can use me podría, me podrías, me gustaría, y puedo. So you have like different ways of asking for things in Spanish, and also remember that we have 2 different ways of asking for things. So you can be formal or you can be informal. So you can ask me podrías if you want to sound more native and more casual. And you can ask me podría if you want to sound a bit more formal and more polite. So if you want to put this to practice, you can try it at your local Mexican restaurant with the waitress or the waiter, or also if you're going to travel to a Spanish-speaking country, you can start using these phrases, and trust me, people will understand you and you're going to get your food. Remember to continue learning. Don't give up on your Spanish learning journey. I know that Spanish can be challenging from time to time, but trust me, it's one of the most beautiful languages on earth. So that was pretty much it for today. I hope that you have an amazing day. My name is Mariana, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.